transparency in payments throughout the supply chain, always an interesting subject in construction. I have a question today, and this one is directed at contractors and developers. What if I came to you with a tender and the tender said, what we'd like you to do is to give us a full list of all your suppliers, all your subcontractors, so that the client can make payment throughout the supply chain? How do you feel about that? Would you have objections about that? Would you have concerns about that? Would you have comments? Or would you embrace it wholeheartedly? To think that I've got to manage the subcontractor payments in this project, the client's going to pay them direct, I'm going to get paid my overheads and profit, and all I need to do is get on and deal with the construction side of things. Now, of course, there will be some obligations in terms of your managing the contractors, subcontractors, suppliers delivery, and obviously that would need to be verified. But what if we had a system whereby you issued something called a DPO, which is digital payment obligation, instead of a payment? That DPO flagged up on the client system. When that's signed, flagged up, there'd be a set day for payment for the suppliers, subcontractors, and the client would then be able to pay those direct. There might be some advantages to you. There might be some advantages in that subcontractors and suppliers be more willing to work on your projects, to supply your projects, because they know they're going to get paid direct, they're going to get paid on a set day from the client, and there may be opportunities for them to request a slightly earlier payment for a discount. But what it would do for some clients, and clients, public sector clients and banks, spoken to me about their concerns regarding transparency of supply chain, late payments, etc., in respect of them protecting their exposure or their investors' exposures to risk. So public sector would be the taxpayer, to banks it could be other investors. So transparency of the supply chain for them would be really advantageous. And what about if I said to you, well, if you offered that system, or you're happy to embrace that system with these types of clients, it may give you a competitive advantage with them. So I'm just gauging opinion at the moment. So if you're a contractor or a developer and you have an opinion about that, or even if you're a client, you're a bank, you're a lender, you're a developer, you're a public sector client, you work for public sector, what do you feel about the concept of the client paying direct, but the contractor sharing the details of his supply chain with the client on the basis that the client makes direct payments? So this whole subject really for debate is really interesting. So I'd like to know your views. Please do leave your views in the space below, in the comments below, or send me a message direct, and I'd be really interested to get a consensus of where the concerns are, where the objections are, or whether or not you feel that you would like to embrace such a system. This is Stuart Davidson, QS Consult.